Oh, hi.
Come to Hudson County Community College
for courses that transfer to four-year schools.
and provide credentials for in-demand careers.
They're the newest technologies and facilities anywhere.
And caring professors and staff to help me succeed.
A great education and full campus life.
All for a fraction of the cost of most four-year schools.
Hudson County Community College.
Close to home,
Affordable,
high quality.
life-changing.
Register now.
I was just sort of straighten it up a little bit before we get the show started. Okay, welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks since we produced the show. We took like a little break and brought things down. We hope everybody is safe because of the coronavirus. It seems like the hospitals have less people going in and less people are passing away. We at home, we're fine, we're safe, our families are safe, and that's the most important thing, and I hope you are too. Okay, so today I'm doing one of my favorite dishes. It's stuffed shells. Yes, stuffed shells, and I have some good fresh ingredients. I'll tell you who it's from in a couple of minutes. But first, Domaine de Riviere, my favorite wine. Not because they are a sponsor, it's because I love their wine. When I was first introduced to it about, maybe a year ago or so, or going on a year, I was moved. I said, oh, this is good, nice and crisp. And Marla, she is such a doll. She really is such a doll. When the weather changes and everything calms down, we're going to jump in the car and we're going to go to her home again. We'll probably do a social meeting 6 to 7 feet away, and Marla can take the thing of wine and put it in the middle of the road outside her mini mansion, I should say. And then we'll pick it up. We'll have glasses and we can talk and catch up because it's been a while. It's been several months, okay? So, and then also Marla is going to join me with the wine tasting, the wine pairing that is going to be done online for Hudson County Community College of Continuing Education. Marla is going to join me. We're going to talk about the wine. We're going to sample it. We're going to show you how to smell, to get the scent, how to recognize flavors, how to swirl, how to look at it, see how much alcohol, they call fingers, that's coming down on the inside of the glass when you swirl it, and a little bit about the regions where some of the wines come from. So this should be really a good conversation. Good conversation. So I will let you know. You know, I'm always on social media, and I will let you know when this is coming up. So in the meantime, let's get started. All right. Today I'm having, this is a Pinot Noir. I love their Pinot Noir. This bottle was kind of heavy for a second. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. It is simply beautiful. And during the class, we'll show you how you smell and what you're getting out of it. You know, the aromas that's coming out of the wine. And when it's swirling the glass, you can see, look, fingers coming down, the content, the alcohol content. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, that was real good. It just burst in your mouth. Okay, now the first thing, I have all of my ingredients. I have my ricotta cheese. I have an egg, in which, as I go through it, I will process these. One egg. There we go. You know I always forget something. You know it. Unless the cameraman said, Rene or Laurel said, Rene, you got your garbage bag? I forget. Well, that's life. This is real. So I'm just gonna beat 1 egg. Okay. That should be enough. We're not looking for scrambled eggs. I have some basil and I have some fresh parsley, fresh basil, fresh parsley, in which I want to put these together, do the chevron, and lay them out flat, like so. This is going to be wonderful. Move this, and I'm just going to roll it like this. Take my handy knife. I'm waiting for the new one to come in the mail. Should be coming in a few weeks. Oh my goodness. When did you see that one? Okay, and I'm just gonna go like this. I can smell the basil because it is fresh and it smells so good. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think this, oh, it smells good. Woo! I mean, it's good when you're cooking and you're working with fresh ingredients, and then all of a sudden you just get that whiff. Oh, it's the best, right? Okay. I think that's enough for now. If I need more, all I have to do is chop, right? Okay, let's do this. Put this here, this here. Wipe my board. Next time I won't forget, I promise you. Okay, so I did the basil. I have the parsley. Now I need some garlic. I'm going to, at least 3 cloves. I'm going to press the garlic. However, notice I took off these little tips, these little brown pieces. And I have my little presser. Put garlic in. It would be nice to have, you see what I'm talking about? I wasn't prepared, right? My little presser, you all know how to use this, this little piece. The only thing is, I lost a little grater. Not grater, but it looked like little teeth. You put on the inside and it goes through these holes, so it's easy to clean. In the meantime, I'm washing and I'm taking a toothpick and stick through there. What a mess that can be, okay? So, I'm gonna do this. Oh yeah. Now I want 3 of these. So, oh yeah. In the meantime, put that back in. Let's do 1 more. In the meantime, I hope everybody is doing fine. The weather is starting to change. I think one day over here in Jersey City, it was about 80 degrees or 81 degrees. What a beautiful day it was. What a beautiful day. And unfortunately, you have to wear those masks. And I have that I-95 and it is so hot, you could barely breathe in it. I go in the supermarket, I'd be rushing to get out just so I can get some fresh air, because that piece will not allow you to get fresh air in it. I mean, it does, but it's kind of hard. Okay, so I have my garlic. I have my Parm cheese and I have my mozzarella. Okay, so now the next step is for me to get my bowl. And in the bowl, I'm going to add my ricotta. Now, this cheese comes from Andre Sumeria, which is in Jersey City on Central Avenue. It makes a big difference when you are using fresh products, and hers, that place is the best. Thank you, Pete, and your family. I really appreciate it. That's where I get my sauce from today. We're going to use the mozzarella cheese, all of it. It's just simply fresh, and you are going to love it. So tell Pete I sent you. No, I don't think he's giving discounts because I sent you, but check it out anyway. All right, so I have my cheese. Let's get every drop. That's my ricotta. Okay, next, my egg. This was 1 egg. I'm gonna mix. I can put that on there. Okay, now my herbs. I'm going to drop that in. Ooh, this is going to be good. As one of our favorite chefs, pioneer in the culinary industry, Julia Child. Oh, today we're going to have stuff shows, and this is going to be wonderful. I watched one of her shows with Jacques Pepin, and it was amazing. It was really, really good. This woman, she did set the steps for everyone. Okay, now we have the herbs. Okay, now I'm going to add the garlic. Remember now, I did 3. If you like a lot of garlic, you could add as much as you want, okay? Break time for another sip of wine. I know. Y'all just love when I have this wine. I'm up with a couple of people, they say, Rene, you and your wine. Yes, cooking and wine, we're pairing, you know? Yeah. Very good. Okay, let's mix this up just a little bit. Get things started. Oh yeah. Okay. Palm cheese. I have half a cup of this. This was grated. Today is what, Sunday? This was grated yesterday at Andre Sumeria's store. Okay, here we go. And this is approximately a half a cup. And that'll work. This is so good. Look at the little pieces of the cheese. So that shows you it was grated yesterday. You can't get little pieces like that in the store. I was in there and I saw an old friend of mine, Pat. She used to work at Stop and Shop, and it was really, really good to see her. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this just a little bit. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is looking really good. Okay. Next is going to be my mozzarella cheese. And this is great, not grated, this is shredded. I'm gonna add this. Ooh, this is going to be so good. When I say so good, I mean overwhelmingly good. Let's mix this. Wow. Could you imagine when you bite into this? It's going to make you smack yourself. Someone comes there, you say, what are you cooking? Oh, let me see. Bam! Don't touch that. That's mine. Ooh, let's add a little bit more. Actually, this is about approximately 8 ounces of the shredded mozzarella, okay? Okay, and we used 15 ounces of the ricotta. I didn't tell you before. Oh boy, this is nice and thick. I love it. I made this about 3 weeks ago, and I did a whole box, and let me tell you, we ate half of them. It was 14. We ate maybe about 8 and left a few for the next day for me to have for lunch. But this is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, we're just coming along. Next, I want to add some oregano. Okay. This is approximately 1 teaspoon. And this is dry oregano. Let's do that. And, ooh, look at this. Look at that. I think I want a little bit more herbs. A little color. So when you look at it, you say, okay, let's add it all. It's not gonna hurt. It's just gonna enhance it. This is gonna look good. It's gonna taste good. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. And a little salt and pepper. Okay. I'm not adding too much. Watch your salt intake. That's very, very important. Watch that salt intake. And as you know, some cheeses have salt in it already, so you don't really have to worry about putting too much. All right. Woo! Okay, let me move some of this stuff out the way. So we can start filling the shells. Now, there are all different ways that you can fill the shells. You can use a fork, you can use a spoon. What I'm doing, I'm using a bag. Yes, this one is small. It's really made for decorating cakes, etc. It has different types of tips on it. I have one that was in school, it's much bigger. And yesterday I pulled it out, but couldn't find the tips. So I said, this will work just as well. And you don't have to worry about it getting all over your hands. It's too sloppy like I did the last time. So to use this, let me move this, as such, I'm going to fold this down. I'm gonna fill it. However, when you are ready to use it, and some of you know this, you're gonna take your hand and you're just gonna twist. So you can push all the filling down to the front of the tip, okay? This piece comes apart, it just screws off. If I didn't put on, yeah. You see? This piece goes in here, you can change the tip. This goes on the inside, and bam, it's done, right? Okay, so let me turn this down. Like this. Now this is kind of small, so it might be a little hard. Okay, so I have that. When we come back, after I pay the bill, we will start filling the bag, and I have my handy cast iron pan that I love to cook in, and we're gonna fill the shells, we're gonna put the sauce, fill the shells, and put it in there. Okay, be right back. Don't go no place. Okay, I'm back. Had to do a couple of things, had to get it all together. All right, let's have some lime. Oh, that's so good. All right, let's move this, get this out the way. And here is my sauce. Can you see this? This was made this weekend at Andrea store. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is really, really good. Really, really good sauce. All right. So what I want to do, let me move this out the way and wipe this off. And here is my handy, which I love, my cast iron baking pan. I believe this is 9 by 11. Yes, they can be a little heavy, but as you know, they do hold the heat, and that's what you want. You want a pan that holds the heat. All right, so in the meantime, I'm just going to take a little of the sauce, and I'm going to put it at the bottom. There we go. Oh, this smells good. This smells good. And they are so nice over at the store. Really, they are. It's not a big store. It's a small store, but if you go in there in the midday, you're going to stand online, and not because it's a virus. They are that popular. These are true Italians, and they know what they're doing, and they know how to treat you, okay? Let me put this on the side. So I have this ready. Okay, now it's time to fill. Let's get this over here. We're gonna bring and my hands clean. We're going to bring our shells. These are the large jumbo shells. And what I did, I think it called for 11 minutes to boil. I put some salt, I put some pepper in it. You might see little dots on it. That's the pepper. I love pepper. You don't have to use it. I just put a little bit, and I let them cook until they're al dente, as this is. Okay, this is one box, and I think the box holds maybe 18 or a little more. Okay? All right, let me see about this now. This can be a job. Spoon's too big. Hold on. Bam, bam. Remember that? When things just they go bam, bam. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take this and try to push it all the way down into your piping bag. Okay. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh, I remember when I was in school and we had to put the piping bag together. I didn't know how to do it. I said, how do you get this on there? I said, I don't know how to do it. No. But eventually, I learned. And I should never forget. It's used a lot for bakers. They use it, but we use it also. I really, in school, wasn't into baking. I like being over the stove. Oh, please. There's one thing about baking. You have to be careful with your measurements. If not, unlike frying, etc., if during baking, if the recipe calls for, say, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and you put 1 tablespoon of baking powder, you might as well wrap that up because your recipe is not going to come out. But when you're on the stove and you're cooking and you're boiling, et cetera, you sort of can make up for it. You can make the adjustments. Yes, I remember in school they had all those cakes, and I think I told you before, and the flour was all on my hands. And I was like, Chef, look at this. She said, Rene, just do it. I think I told you I was like a clown in the class. But at the end of the day, I learned. Okay. All right. So, see, let's push this. Let's move this out of the way. And our bag is almost full. You don't want to fill it all the way to the top because you need a little room. See, this bag, and I did it about that much. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to hold it and I'm going to twist and I'm going to fill the shell. Now, let me move this over here. Move this. And ta-da! My pan. I hope you're able to see. Let's pull this back. Yeah, I think you'll be able to see. Actually, what I'm going to do, let's move this completely. Okay. Much better. You hear the birds? It's chirping outside. Oh, yeah. All right. This is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold the bag, and I'm right-handed. Left hand will be the opposite. Then I'm going to open the shell, if I can get it open, and I'm going to stuff. Okay, if it'll come out right. Maybe I have, the wrong tip on it. You know when you need, I think I have a wrong tip. You know when you want something to work, it never works, right? Okay. So this is not working. So apparently what I'm going to do is take this. I'm going to take my spoon. I'm just going to add it to it. Very simple. See, I'm trying to be fancy and it didn't work. Life goes on. All right, so I got one. Now, in some recipes, it calls for the shells to be turned down, but you have to take into consideration when you put this in the oven, everything, the cheeses, it's going to expand a little bit, and then the shell will open, and then when you're ready to serve, some of the cheeses is going to be all over the place. So, in that case, I leave the shells turned up. So we have one, and let's do another. Oh yeah. Now there are all different kind of ways people make these stuffed shells. I mean, it's left up to you and how your family likes them, okay? Especially when it comes to the filling. Let's do another. There we go. Woo, these are gonna be good. Look at that. So we got 3. And I wanna thank everybody while we do this for joining the Culinary Club. I think right now we have a little over 200 members, maybe 215. And the club is really nice. What you do, you don't have to be a chef. I mean, it's not made just for chefs, it's made for the average person. What you do is when you cook a dinner, lunch, breakfast, you take a picture of it. And then you go to the club and you upload it. And you'd be surprised of the responses. Some people think their food isn't good, or they're afraid to show their dishes. No, don't be afraid. Just go right ahead, upload your picture. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Some people are there from Hudson Community College, from culinary arts. Some are just regular housewives or men at home who like to cook. Okay, it would be nice one day if we can get some kids up in there and put some pictures in. Good idea, now that I'm talking about it. Get your parents, get your child up there, have them bake some cookies. And you know, kids love cookies. We got to keep them away from so many sweets, but that's okay. Okay, as long as they enjoy cooking, they enjoy being in the kitchen. If not cooking, they're watching, because you never can tell. One day they could be a big chef, and then they owe it all to you. You'll be saying, "Who knew?" Right? Who knew? I never had any idea that Jerome or Nancy or Taquana or so-and-so would end up being a chef and be a big chef at it. You know, cooking is fun. It's what you make it. Originally, I was a DJ, some of you know, at the Inferno in New York. That was many years ago. Never thought I was going to end up going to college and going to culinary school and become a chef. See, you never can tell. You don't know what your future is going to be like. It's all planned ahead of time, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a lot of fun. See, it has a nice amount of cheese. The only reason I like using the bag is because when it's in there, and the cheese is not all over the place, and the decorations are good. I am not good at presentation, but trust me, the food is good. Sometimes I do have a problem with it, but I'm the first to admit it. Yeah. Okay, so being that the weather is changing and hopefully that virus is going to be gone by the summer. I hope you have some plans to maybe go someplace, go to the park, go down to Virginia Beach, go to the islands, just go out and have a good time. Take the kids out to Coney Island, and hit that beach. People are still going, but they have to keep that social distance. I noticed at one point there was one New York park a couple of weeks ago, and people were sitting in the park with no mask on, sunbathing, with wine and food, sitting right next to each other. Listen, I ain't got a nickel in that quarter. Oh boy, look at this. Oh, this is going to be so good. Yeah. I'm not putting too much cheese in them. Just enough. Okay. We have a few more to go. Let's do this one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 for me. No, I'm just joking. That would be too much. I would be bloated. Already trying to lose some weight, but what can you do? Yeah. Oh boy. So outside of all of that, I was talking about the continuing education at Hudson Community College. We're going to do some live. I did a test about 2 weeks ago on Facebook Live, just a test, and it seems to work out. We just have to just tweak it a little bit because I was using my phone just for that, and parts of it, someone said they couldn't actually see what I was doing. So we just have to tweak that, and then we can do live, which is, that should be a lot of fun. Watch y'all and have, and just enjoy yourself. There we go. Yeah, there's so many live shows. Okay, my hands are a mess. I'll be right back. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 12. We got 15 shells done. I got plenty there. I'm gonna take what I have in this piping bag, as this is what it's called, because you're piping your ingredients on a pie or et cetera, et cetera. Those really professional bakers, they are good at it. They can have a different nozzle on and go like this and spin it, and it'll be nice. I'll try to do that. The nozzle would have stuck inside of the cake. They would say, Rene, what's that? I was trying. Okay, Rene, you're fired. Me? What? Go home. Okay. Let's have a sip of wine. I'm just trying to keep it as funny as possible. Those of you who know me, who come here at home, where I am currently, and we hang out, they say Rene is crazy. He's cuckoo. It's only to make you laugh and have a good time. Life is too short, right? Wow, this is good. Okay, let's continue. We've got plenty, but not enough room in the pan. That's okay. We're gonna work this out. All right. Now, at Hudson Community College itself, which you all know is my alma mater for culinary arts, registration is going on. Tuition is free. They had it last year, and it's come back and it's free. Tuition is free. Please go and register now. Even if classes start to be online, the colleges, they are professionals, and they will make things work out. So classes are easy for you, okay? If you don't have a laptop or computer, maybe you can tell them, I don't know if they have a program for that, but please go and register because tuition is free. Don't wait until another time. Even though you're registered, you don't have to go this semester. You can wait for the next one, I believe, okay? Yeah, get the kids involved. And listen, you can go too. I am not a teenager, as you can see, but I went and graduated. I did 2.5 years. I took my academics, and then I took the culinary classes, which was so much fun. You get your own knife kit, and then when you go in the room and you see the stoves, it can be a little intimidating, and the chefs are good. So when you start cooking, it's like, okay, I am here. And then when you put on your little beanie, your chef cap, you are ready. Trust me, you will love it. Yeah. And they have other classes as well. They have a very, very good nursing program. And all other types of arts have, they have, how about a second, let me get this. You can major in math, you can major in all different types, all different, the arts, math, as I said, history. You can do history as a major, okay? Let's see, now how many we got? Oh, I'm gonna squeeze the rest of these on in here, because I am not wasting it. Okay, here's one more. Let me get my finger clean. Now I'm gonna have to backtrack because the nose wasn't big enough. So all I have to do is take this out. There we go. And it's not wasted. So I think some of these I'm going to add a little bit more. Let's take just a pinch. Let me see. This one. He's saying, fill me up. Give me more. And we're going to take. Let me see. Who needs more? I do. Here we go. Okay. Put this in. Ooh, this is going to be wonderful. I am not going to waste this. There is another noodle that I like. I was thinking about stuffing it as well. It takes a long time. I have a nozzle there that's really thin, but I couldn't take heavy stuff like this and try to force it through because it's not going to work. As you see, it didn't work this time. But this is home cooking, and we'll work it out, right? Oh yeah. And you want more? There we go. I'm trying to be careful so I really don't destroy the shell. And you can have a little bit more. See, this one broke a little bit, but that's okay. And remember, if the package says that the noodles should cook for 11 minutes, make it about 9.5 to 10 minutes. You want it to be a little al dente, because what's going to happen when you take it and you put your pan in the oven, it's going to what? It's going to cook and it's going to break down, okay? It'll be a little soft. And one over here. Ooh, boy. One over here. I told you I'm not wasting this. No way. Yeah. Somebody's gonna take some of this to work tomorrow. Not me. I'm gonna have some for lunch. Oh, my hands are a mess. I'll be right back after this, okay? All right. Let's have a sip of wine to you. Delicious. Okay, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Well, we have 20. I think I'm going to move these over and squeeze in a couple more. I don't want to waste these. Let me see. Now, sometimes your shell will be like this. This is what happens if you overcook. These weren't overcooked. This one just happened, maybe it was at the bottom of the pot. But this is what happens when it's open. You don't really want that. You want your shells to look like this, okay? When you put it in the water, some people put a touch of oil in it that keeps it from sticking, and a salt and pepper. But remember, you stay and watch it. Keep stirring it. You don't want them to stick at the bottom of the pot, and these have a lot of starch in them. They're sticky and you can feel it, okay? Oh, we are almost there. Time goes by. And the birds, they're out there chirping. They're saying, I want some. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. I am serious. Oh, I can get one over here. Let's see. Here's another one. See how this is curled? That is perfect. Okay. I'll do this one. Scoop it in. Scoop it in. Oops. You can go there. Let me see, who's next? This one? Oh my goodness. And then some of them, they was like curled up in between each other. They said, we want to go together. Oh boy. I can't wait until the summer comes. Oh, I want to get out. Jump in the car. You hear the car? That's a sign. It's nice over here in Jersey City. Jersey City Heights is really nice. Okay, we are almost. I'm so glad you're with me on this. And I want you to try it. This is going to be, this is really easy. At least try. The first time, come on. The first time I made these, it did not come out right, trust me. It was a mess. The cheese was lacking, and I think at that time I was trying to cut corners and say, oh, it's okay, I can make it without, we've done that, I've done it. You forgot to buy something from the store. Okay. Look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25. All 25 of you, come on over. Come on down, as that show says. Okay. I think that's good. Hands are a mess. Okay. All right. Look at this. Doesn't that look good? Wow. All right, so I have these over here and this here to you. And when I come back, we will finish up our stuffed shells, okay? Stay right there. Enjoy an afternoon or evening after work at Paulie's Brick House on Restaurant Row in Jersey City Heights. With your selection of specialized pizzas, you can accompany them with a cold beer or even a cocktail. Open daily from 4 p.m. until 2 a.m. with every other Friday featuring live entertainment. As cool temperatures are upon us, the first thing I think of is soup season and one-pot meal. R.L. Schreiber products are the perfect way to start your home-style recipes this season. With such a wide selection of concentrated stocks, chili peppers, and flavor-based products, let R.L. Schreiber be the beginning of your end result. Hi, I'm back. Okay. Now that I've done a couple of things and prepped myself, etc., it's time for us to finish up, all right? I'll have some wine. Thank you, Marla. The best, as my best friend Deborah says. The best. That's just how she says it. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to take some of this beautiful sauce and I'm going to put some on top, like so. So when we eat this, we are going to have sauce, we're going to have the cheese. We're going to say, where's the rest? Oh, but Aunt Janine, she took it home. She said, oh, y'all don't need this. And she took it home. Where's she at? Okay, look at this. Now, some people might not do it exactly like this, but we want this sauce. We cannot let this beautiful sauce go to waste, okay? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Look. I am loving this. Isn't cooking fun? Isn't it? Like I said, you know, it might come out right and sometimes it might not. And it's happened to me. What I normally do, everything that I do on the show, I test it first, okay? And if it's in the test mode, I'll let you know. It's from In the Kitchen, you know, with Chef Rene Hewitt. It's being tested first, okay? I do have a dish that I'm going to put out there, and it's called peri peri. It's from Africa. They have this sauce peri peri, and the peppers are little red peppers. They're called birds. I can't remember the other word to it, but they're little red, and let me tell you, they are hot. And when I say hot, I mean hot. So they make this sauce, and I think you've seen a picture that I put on the internet. They take the yellow pepper. They take not necessarily the green, but the yellow, the red, the orange. They take a red onion. They cut that in half. These little peppers, and they're fresh. They put on the same tray, and they take that. Oh, and also cherry. A little bigger than the cherry tomatoes. They put that and they put it in the oven and they let that broil until the top of it is golden brown, not burnt. Then you take that and you have to take it and put it into a processor. Then when it's in the processor, you take it out, then you get a strainer and you put it there and you put it in and you let it strain. Now I made it last week and I used 2 of the peppers, okay? When you're processing it, you put the whole pepper in the food processor, okay? When it hits and those seeds, and we all know seeds, and even in jalapeno peppers, that's the hotness, okay? Those chili, these are actually Thai chili peppers, the little red ones. And after it's put in there, it's drained, and then you use that. I took it and I brushed it on chicken on both sides, put it in the oven, And then when it was just about done, I used actually the chicken thigh, put it in the oven, turned it over again. Let me tell you, it was to die for. It was so good. And who did I get the recipe from? I have to give credit to Sunny Anderson from the kitchen. She made it. And I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta try this. I tried reaching out to Sunny and tell her that I did create her recipe for the peri-peri, P-E-R-I. So good. Okay. Yes. So I like to give credit where credit is deserved. And if you have a recipe and I work on it, I will give you credit also. So why not? You know, let's make this a family. Look at all this sauce. Oh my goodness. I'm going to town on this. Really. Okay. I think that's enough of that. Wipe my hands. Oh, time is going by and it is 62 degrees. Next is going to be, before we know, it's going to be 92 degrees. What I'm going to do in here when I do a show, I'm going to be in here complaining and I'm going to be telling you, excuse me, but it's hot in this kitchen. I have to, you know, we have an 18,000 BTU air conditioner, but this is a gigantic apartment. And when that stove is on and that oven is on, that's it. It's a wrap. It's just too hot. Okay, so now, okay, I have some mozzarella cheese I'm going to put on top. Oh, this is going to be so good. Oh, yeah, look at this. I know you're all out there saying, That's what they do with the live shows, you know. I watch them. I do. I watch them for ideas for recipes. I watch Rachel Ray. I watch Vivian Howard, the chef and the farmer. She has a new show. It's called Somewhere South. A real good show. That's where I got the idea of making the collard green sandwich. That was spectacular. Really, really, it sounds weird, but it's not. It was really spectacular. So, here we go. All right. Now, y'all probably say, "Ooh, he put a lot of chicken." Why not? So when we pull this out and we're ready to eat it, we're gonna lift the shell up and go like this, and the cheese is gonna melt, and we all gonna say, "Whoa!" We're gonna say, I hope y'all are enjoying yourself, and I really appreciate you tuning into the show. Coming up soon, you will be able to speak into your Comcast remote and say, "In the Kitchen with Chef Rene Hewitt," and it will pop up. You will be able to see it listed with all the other shows, as well as record the show ahead of time. You can set your DVR to record, okay? And I believe you'll be able to download the show as well. So if you're watching on your laptop, for example, or on your phone, you will be able to download this show. And I'm really, really excited about this. This is going to be really good. It helps a lot with promoting. It gets to more people. We broadcast to over 576 households, including, this includes, I should say, Queens, New York, and Jersey City, and they call it zones outside of the Jersey City area. It goes further and further and further. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. When it comes up, I will announce it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. You know I'm all over the place. Okay, so we have this. Next, I want to sprinkle just a little bit of oregano just on top. Hold on. Bye-bye. Y'all know I'm crazy. Here, I could just do it from here. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Remember I told you about keeping the cap on? If the cap ain't on and you go to sprinkle and the whole cap falls out, and especially if you're using something like jalapeno pepper or whatever it is, garlic, you get a whole bunch. It happened to me. What I had to do, I got a spoon and I sure did sift that out of it. All right, so here's some oregano. Yeah, let's get this in here. Yeah. Sure. Look at this. Just a little oregano. Okay. And I have some basil. I'm gonna sprinkle some dry basil. Basil. Let's do this. Oh boy. And I have some leaves left over. Let's just take this, put it on the side, because these dry up and it looks black, and it'll make something look like it's burnt. Well, we know it's not burnt. Yeah. Oh, I'm in heaven. This is really good. Here. Let's put some in here. Get this out the way. Okay. Well, here we go. Our stuffed shells. This is going to be wonderful. You could have it as a meal in itself, or you could just have it on the side, and then you can have maybe a nice salad to go along with it. It took a little time to put it together. That's because we took our time. We wasn't rushing. I would put this in the oven at 350 degrees. All we're waiting for is the cheese to melt. We don't want the cheese to melt to the point whereas it's hard. Sometimes you mix and the cheese ends up being hard on top. We don't want that to happen. So let's clear off this table so you can see. You know what? I should move this out the way. On my handy cutting board from R.L. Schreiber Seasonings. And look at this. This is going to be wonderful. I know if you was here, you would enjoy it. And once again, I thank you so much for tuning in to In the Kitchen with your favorite chef. Rene, that's me. Until next time. Stay safe. As cool temperatures are upon us, the first thing I think of is soup season and one-pot meal. R.L. Schreiber products are the perfect way to start your home-style recipes this season. With such a wide selection of concentrated stocks, chili peppers, and flavor-based products, let R.L. Schreiber be the beginning of your end result.